Hello and welcome to Spiral Up. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're back for another tarot with a twist, and this will be the first one for 2022. So lots going on. Welcome, Jo.
Hello, Cambell. What crazy week it's been, hasn't it? Energetically, lots of stuff coming up, lots of downloads incoming, and it's this sort of movement of energies that have been heavy in us, this really deep sediment that I talk about in the energy situation in our body. And as this energy comes in, it all gets stirred up to be released. So it's been very intense for me in the last few days, particularly.
Yeah,
really old stuff.
I just feel like I'm floating between realms at the moment. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing days. I don't know what the date is. It's just, it's confusing.
I know. Okay, so all we've got to do is keep breathing and keep letting go and surrendering and going with the flow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Finding trust, finding surrender, finding the joy in the little moments.
Yeah.
In our day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All righty, let's pull some cards and see what the week has in store.
Okay, so I'm going to do 2 readings today.
All righty, so pick a number, people, whatever feels right.
Yes.
1 or 2.
And actually, before I go on, I did my weekend reading, and at the beginning of the weekend reading was a light language transmission to help with this influx of energy. So if anybody hasn't seen the Friday one, have a look, and it's like 6 minutes of light language at the beginning, and it just shifts and moves. And I brought through some energy. My hands were just like zinging with energy as it was coming through. So yeah, if people want that extra boost or extra help clearing, that light language is there in that last reading that I did for the weekend. All right.
Definitely, and keep that in mind, guys. It's, even if you just want to go back and listen to the light language from the videos, it's they will help with your energy and activations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, always with the light language, it drops down deeper and deeper the more you listen to it. So we were talking just a minute ago about the layers of the onion, and that we deal with a specific issue maybe in one layer. And then when we get through it, it peels off and we feel relief and we feel great. But we may come to that issue a little bit further on, but it's a different perspective, or it's not quite exactly the same. It might be, say, self-worth. So you deal with self-worth here, then further down, it's another experience of how self-worth manifests in your life. So with the light language, the more you listen to it, the codes continue to have an effect on your energetic system. So I would actually always recommend people watch the light language portions at least 3 times.
Nice.
And allow it to drop in further and further. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, well, I've actually had a couple of readings from Jo, and I've just recorded the light language. I just listen to that every now and again.
Yeah. Okie dokie. And we're going to use the unicorns again.
All righty. Return of the Unicorn.
Yeah.
Paul Cook did a video, and his friend got this horn that he says is a unicorn horn, and it looks like this big. It almost looks like the whales.
The narwhal.
Yeah. It looks like, how they're sort of spirally. It's like one of those almost, but who knows?
Yeah. And who was this you said had one?
Paul Cook. He's one of his friends. Do you know Paul Cook?
No, I don't.
Oh, you got to check out his channel. He's a Tartarian guy from the UK.
Okay, I will definitely have a look. I listened to Martin this morning, and it was amazing this morning what Martin was talking about.
End of it then, I only caught the sort of tail end of it, but
he's got pictures of before and after, like 1900 and 1940, and how they've changed, pulled things down.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the middle of doing that. Oh my God. Get out of my head. This is the problem. We're all getting on the same level. We're all getting the same ideas.
That's because we're all connected.
Videos. It's like, what?
We're all connected.
Mm.
That's an indication that we are pulling from a collective mind. And I would see it as something that's encouraging.
Yeah. It means, yeah, exactly. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's right. Okay, so Ujdeongetsi tena Shteokuyetsa Aki kenze tushtiasa Ize tushteko gambachetsa. There's actually much joy in this transmission. Estukingotseti miata Etushtayatsa. And I can hear a lot of laughter. Estushte kukanjetsi keneatsa kuketi chetsongena. Ize tushtea zukuyet komoketsa, azi tezi etestaya sootia, ekuka anzi testuyet sama akike. So actually it's laughing about the Martin and you situation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and you have to laugh. You have to, at the synchronicity.
Mm. Exactly right.
Okay, all right. So for reading number 1, it's time to let go of some emotional baggage. It is the pause card. It is the not much moving, but it's because you're getting ready to, in some instances, to throw something off, to finally let go some emotional baggage. There's I pulled 4 cards for each in these ones. So this is getting to the heart of the emotional issue. It's challenging, it's tough, it's rough, but you get to the core of it. So you're ready to throw it off. And that's what this week is going to be about. Finally having that really razor sharp perspective on something that just brings it so totally into focus that you go, that's it, that's done. You're clearing group 1 ancestral issues this week, things that have been in your ancestral line. This is because of these 2 cards. So this is issues from your past, your childhood. This is childhood reminiscing. And this card is about a grandparent. This is your grandparents are in this reading somewhere. So this is where, for me, the idea of the ancestral line comes from. So have a look at, talk to your grandparents if you can, or look into your grandparents' history. What was their childhood like? Where did they come from? Where did they live? What was the challenges in their life? And you will see how that's maybe influenced your parent. And then you can see how that's influenced you. And you can generally follow it back. And it just, again, gives you an ability to bring into focus what we're all trying to overcome, this whole thing that we've been living over and over. But you will this week get to it, group 1, because you will become so strong within this issue. You will become so authentic, so truthful, so real in this week when you start looking at this line, and you will throw off that energy. You will throw off that program. You will have a greater understanding through awareness. It's in that self-reflection that expansion comes. So ancestral line for group 1. So group 2, you've nailed it. You've hit it again.
I thought it was going to be bad for a minute there. You were like, oh.
No. It's good. It's good. Yep. It's the end of the struggle. You've understood there's nowhere else for you to go but up. You've achieved something. You've understood emotions. You've understood propensities. You've understood how the world has been organized to operate. So you actually are in a strong, strong position. Even though it feels like you're on the ground with 10 swords in the back of you, it means there's nowhere else to go but up from this spot.
All right.
You are ready to go out and to speak and be, again, walk the talk, be strong, be powerful, live your truth. It's there as for you to do it. And in fact, the unicorn card is finish what you started.
Wow.
So the breakthrough is huge for group 2. You've understood something really, really profound. You, by making this, having these contemplations, by having these thoughts about why I'm here, where I'm going, what's important to me, you've come to understand something that many people don't ever get to understand about themselves. So keep moving forward, keep expressing what you feel, keep saying the truth, keep declaring who you are, and don't give up. Don't, what's the word? Yeah, don't give up. Don't give it away because you haven't got it right here in your hand. It's always a process. It's always something that you want to, again, bit by bit, those layers of the onion, keep going. You've got the power in you. You have it in you to do it now. And so keep moving forward and finish what it is you were starting to do. Estuiesa. Iken zakoketsa, ezu testu yesu kamba achetsa. Izeki kungetsetsu seamakia sa ati jete kumboyeta. Ize tushtea sukumboyetsa, ize teshtaya. So I'm going to pull one of the oracle cards for each of those groups. So yin yang, creating harmony through balance. So let's have a look at that. Have we pulled that one before? I can't remember.
I don't think so. No, I haven't seen that one before.
There is currently disharmony in some areas of your life due to your refusal to accept certain aspects of your personality. Nothing about you is bad. Every trait or quality you possess serves a worthwhile purpose. Moreover, any trait or quality that you think you lack, you actually have. Make a list of all the things about that you don't like. Then think about how each of these things serves you and others in some way. Next, make a list of all the things you do like about yourself. It is natural to believe that your positive qualities undoubtedly serve both you and others. However, for every perceived positive, there is also a negative. Now, think about the negative aspects of your perceived positives. This process takes a bit of time and it requires an open heart and mind. It is definitely a worthwhile exercise, for in the end, you will hopefully see that nothing is actually good or bad. Every aspect of you serves both you and others. Owning, accepting, and loving what is without wanting to change it will lead you to experience a happier, healthier, and more harmonious life. So that fits in with looking at that ancestral line. It's looking at, what do I have? You know, what's in me, and where was it in my parents, and where was it in my grandparents, to understand that it's just the way that it is without it being good or bad.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes things just are.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay. For number 2, the dream.
Great. Nice.
Something is revealed, insight and breakthrough.
Ooh.
So that's exactly in line with number 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let me read out this one. You will soon break free from a situation that has been causing you concern. Something will be revealed either in a dream or through someone you know and trust. The information you receive will give you an insight into something that has remained hidden from you for some time. This will be a big relief for you as you realize that your concerns and fears were unnecessary and unfounded. All is well that ends well. However, do not forget this episode, for it is a reoccurring theme with you. Next, then this is what we're saying. It's the onion. You know, it'll come up, but it looks slightly different because it's tricky how the human brain works, how our personality works. The next time you're unsure of something, try to refrain from jumping to conclusions which are not based on fact. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Try to remember them as you wake up. With time, you will intuitively learn this symbolic language. This message had been floating around in your dream state for some time.
Yeah, I've dreamt of just in the last week twice, like really vivid dreams of my two dogs, and sort of the last one of that, my big one died probably 5 years ago. But yeah, twice, like sort of 3 days apart, I think. Really vivid dreams with both the dogs in it. I'm like, what's that about?
It's my first instinct is it's about unconditional love. It's about loving. That it's been 5 years in a way since you've experienced unconditional love.
Yes, I know. I need a puppy. Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Okay. So we're moving forward. So number one, I guess, is just, don't hold on to stuff, right? What's the point? Look where we are. I mean, at this point, all bets are off. Just let it go. Everything's crumbling, collapsing.
Yeah.
Why hold on to it? Let it go and see where you end up. And I guess number two, you're just sort of a few paces ahead. You've sort of got through that, and same thing really. Go with the flow. Just be happy that you've done the work and you're in the space you are, and yeah, go with the flow. A bit of trust.
Yeah, and to not give in, don't stop. Just keep going. Know that you've started something great for group number two. You've achieved your. You've come through that challenge. There's nowhere else for you to go but up. And the first group, something to do with grandparents. Do some research into your family line, understand where all this stuff comes from, and you're going to get to the heart of an issue this week through that research, through that understanding, and be able to throw off something that you can clearly see has been passed down, and it's time to let it go through choice.
Nice. So from your perspective, when we reincarnate, do we reincarnate into the same bloodlines and families?
Sometimes. So you, in effect, could be your own
Exactly.
grandparent.
You could literally be healing yourself from a past life.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes it's within a soul group, like a group of people, and I could be a sister one life. I could be, a cousin, but often we do come back in.
Collective healing, sort of.
Yeah.
Nice. All righty. Well, there we go, guys. So hope you enjoyed that one. As we said, don't forget to listen to the light language. Jo said it, do it 3 times or more, and that'll start to open things up for you as well, on the subconscious and energetic level. And Jo will be back on Friday with the weekend reading. I'll share it on this channel and Telegram, of course. So we will see you back next week for another reading, Jo.
Yes. Happy New Year, guys.
Yes.
We're in for an amazing year. We truly, truly are.
Definitely. Time to forget all that other crap that happened in the last 2 years, and let's just move forward.
Certainly don't overlay this year with how last year unfolded. You've got to look at this as if you were born this morning and you had no memory of how last year unfolded. You have to just keep being positive, holding the thought of what you want.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what year it is, right? Everyone's saying, is it 2021? Is it 1021? Is it 7,000? maybe we can make it year one.
Why not?
Now,
Why not?
Start now and build our own reality. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Jo, and we will speak to you again next week.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.